Vintage versus Masters on Gullywash. What do you think about this one, comedian, just from what we've seen so far?
You know what, Gullywash is quite demoman heavy, and I just like Granary, and a bit more about the scouts. So I think that this is gonna be more towards Vintage. But Vintage and Masters are very, very close, so you can never call it.
Yeah, I want to make the opposite call. I think that Gullywash is very friendly to soldiers, so especially for that mid fight. You know, the last
for the
pushes
mid fight,
and everything.
For the mid fight, I would agree, and for the last push as well. But the second point is scouts are important. Those demomen are important, and I think Vintage has the upper hand. But I guess you're just looking at a map from different time points, and each little part of the map has its own sort of
Its own little charm.
Yeah, a little charm. Like apparently we have some players restarting to TF2 the internet cards and everything because you know it is South Africa. Not sure if their internet is that good. Probably isn't.
No, actually, I've got a couple of friends from South Africa. Back when I used to play Eve, in fact, made quite a few friends over there.
Nice.
And the uniform complaint from them was South Africa's internet. Basically, they have a monopoly on the service providers down there, and they don't do a very good job of it most of the time. So, I mean, you either have to pay out the butt to get good internet, or else you're just stuck with like crappy upload and bandwidth cap.
Yeah. I've heard about that. They were doing like, what's it called? Just 1 sec. Huh? Oh man, I hate having to sneeze on air. Seems like we have.
It's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, man. It's horrible. But no, I was literally just randomly on Wikipedia, and I just stumbled upon internet by post mail, as in birds. But we have started. So hello everyone, and welcome to Vanilla TV. My name is Comedian, and tonight we are casting the SA Fortress Team Fortress 2 One Night Cup between Vintage and Masters. This is the decider map. First map has gone to Masters, second map has gone to Vintage. I'm casting tonight together with the one and only Salamancer, the legendary guy. And it seems like we're already into the match. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, and actually I gotta say that after this mid-fight's over, we gotta talk about that, but Warhammy now has already gone down. He's the first man to respawn for the Masters, and he's playing Soldier, interestingly, so whereas he was Scout, I think, on Granary.
Yes, that is right.
Oh. So we're seeing Vintage now with a very big mid-fight win, and already they're pushing onto the second point. Masters have the coordination, but it seems like Vintage just have the DM here at the moment.
Not really sure why they decided to switch out the Scout for a Soldier.
Well, I think part of it has to do with the fact that now they've had a sub come in. I want to say that Moist may be a sub for them.
Yeah.
And Goldfox standing very far forward right now watching those sticky traps, but he's going to have to back off. Thunder going on outside my place right now. But I'm enjoying this South African Cup for sure, man. This is an awesome game so far. Uber is popped in right now for Vintage. No Uber ready to go there, and Skill Pig gets taken down immediately. This could be a very quick round here for Vintage.
Yeah, definitely doing some really, really good damage. Right, just Goldfox alive, but he's gonna get taken down, and Vintage goes for the very quick victory right there. And it's never good if you want to have a scout playing as a soldier. Even if they're good, they're not gonna be as good as a pure soldier. So, you know, I have my fingers crossed. I don't know.
I mean, let's look at ESCA Intermediate for a second here. Last season, the team to watch was Avoided, and they had a scout on their team by the name of RR, who actually was a really incredible soldier as well. But right now, Vintage is getting out here and dealing the damage. They've lost Kung Fu, and that's a huge blow for them. Masters have only lost one scout right now, and it looks like Masters may win this mid-fight here very easily.
Yeah, you know, you sometimes have those players that can go both classes, and once you do that, that can be nice at times. I think it's better if you have just one player as one class all the time. Even if you have a player that can go Scout and Soldier, it takes a while to get used to playing Soldier and doing a good match.
You have those differences where where it's like, oh, I didn't know whether you're gonna Uber me or what. You know what's going on.
Not only
right
that,
now,
but
Sticky's coming down on the point from Vintage. Kung Fu here did some good damage, but the Uber is forced for Vintage right away, and now that Soldier is still up. Warhammy there, just up in the face of Lola, so it looks like Vintage is going to lose his point for sure now.
Yeah.
Goes for an air shot there. Finally, the Uber is popped. But,
Masters, come on, you need to put more pressure onto Vintage right there. Huge air shot by Fair. But I don't agree with that. Master, if you see a lot of players on top right there, you have that Uber going, just rock those, rock them, just kill them. Their Ubers run out. Why don't kill them? Instead they just waited, let the Devilman rain free, put down stickies, and just let them get them. Of course, now going into the middle point right there, that was some good action by Goldfox, getting some good kills on Deacon and X.
Yeah, and now, I mean, Goldfox does have very low health, but he is getting back in there and healing right back up. Vintage has 100% Uber. They've lost 3 of their players right now. The Scout's just now coming back up, so they can't push with it, and they're giving Skillpig here a lot of time to build that up because their players were just a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah. Again, that's an important thing to realize. You can't lose players on important situations like that when you have an Uber advantage. But it seems like Vintage is trying to push out of main gate right there, but just a Soldier and a Scout. Where's the rest of their team?
Yeah.
I mean, they're going in right there, getting down Turbs.
But there you go, the Uber's ready to go here for Skillpig just now. Kung Fu gets a kill there on Moist, the Scout, and he's looking down to try and get the enemy soldier down there as well. Not sure where that soldier has gone. Actually, he is down there. He
was trying to get out with that equalizer, but he was pretty weak. And a nice push right there by Wesley, forced the Uber, but I don't know if the medic can get away here from Vintage. He is weak. 15 health points. Kung Fu gets taken on, but the medic is still alive. He's not getting forced. And he gets out of there. That is some lucky escape right there by Lola. Really gets off right there. Nice dodging. And
wow, X just walked in against 2 Scouts and a Soldier being healed and still managed to get the kill on Mr. Razor Fox. So, wow.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of surprised by
that. That was a good kill, but I'm not sure if that was a good move. If you look at it overall, I mean, now they don't have any Scouts to defend, and the Tekken team is going to have the faster respawn. Yeah.
It's true. Right now, the Masters are getting in here, and watch out for those sticky traps there. Turbs walks right over him. He does not die, so he'll be okay. Vintage backed up to their last point, and we're going to have to see whether they can mount an effective defense here. Their offense in the first round was actually quite good, but we will just have to see.
Yeah, it seems like we are having a sniper right there. But what's Turbs doing now? He just jumps in, takes down the Demo Man. That's a huge victory right there. Moist taking on Deacon as well. X taking on Moist, but Goldfox taking down Fair. And it seems like Massa is having a huge push right there, getting some good kills right there. Soldiers are coming in from below and onto the point, and that is going to be 1-1 for Master.
Yeah, this is more what I was expecting to see out of Masters. If they can find a way to just shut down Kung Fu for the majority of the game, they will have this one easily. They've just got to focus him every time they see him and make sure they get in the positions that they need.
Yeah.
Because right now, I mean, they're struggling against that, but they're not really struggling with much else.
Yeah, I'm just going to be checking the Soldiers for Vintage right there on the middle rollout. Seems like Scouts are going extremely aggressive right there. One get taken on, second one is down as well, but the positioning of Vintage is not that great. They don't have the upper ground. One Soldier just going in, no support from his teammate. Now the second Soldier comes in, bit too late, takes down Skillpig and Warhammy though. So that was some nice stuff. But
yeah, at the mid fight there, Vintage, they didn't have the high ground, but that was okay because their opponents didn't have Scouts anyway, so they were able to jump their opponents from the low ground very easily here on the midpoint, and that's really what won it for them. They jumped in and dealt a lot of damage to the Masters team.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So now second point gets captured by Vintage, and they've got 100% advantage once again. The medic tries to jump up on top and just kind of misses the jump, so you're going to have to be very careful about pushing in here through these doors.
Yeah, it seems like there is a Scout behind, gets taken down by Fair right there. Nice move right there. And they're going to be pushing on through the right top.
And they're trying to hold on to this Uber for quite a while, actually. They haven't even popped it yet. There you go.
There's no reason to pop.
That Uber. Exactly.
Takes down Killpick though. That's a huge project. Pyro doing some good action, but not getting enough. I mean, once you have that Pyro focusing on everything, you need the Demoman to spam in, do some fantastic damage. You get the Soldier spamming as well. Demoman is on top with in on 1 point with Soldier, and they're gonna be happening 2-1 right there. Pretty quick game right there on Gullywash. 22 minutes left.
Yeah, Vintage I mean, I think they're really kind of wow, that was some pretty loud thunder out there. But they really are pocketing their demo man here. Kung Fu doing some amazing work, and I mean, every time Vintage is pushed into last, they just made it look easy.
Definitely, but you know that's part of their strategy, I guess. Just have everyone else go in, do the damage, and then.
Oh, Gold Fox down already. Kung Fu getting some good damage here, and now pilling up the opponent's little chokeway there. So they're trying to walk up the stairs and just having some difficulty. The Masters taking so much damage. Moist goes down right now. They've still got their medic and 2 soldiers up, but that is it. Well, I'm sorry. Warhammy. I was going to say Warhammer. It was close. Warhammy 40k there.
Yeah, man.
Doing some good damage, and Razor playing pocket right now.
Yeah, and that was some nice movement. They stood stable. There were some assaults launched on the medic right there, but they managed to dodge it pretty well.
Yeah, so the Masters have gained the midpoint once again. So far, the winner of the mid-fights here has pretty much been the winner of the round. Vintage's defense there just was not quite good enough on the last point.
But usually that's because of, you know, a huge Uber advantage or just a really, really shabby second point defense. And now we finally have a good defense going on. Both Ubers are being popped. Kung Fu is getting forced very heavily, but gets healed just in the nick of time. Right there, we have Soldier jumping on from Vintage, doing some good damage. And that Soldier is getting airshot right there by Warhammy. Get shot right there.
Oh, Deacon on the back cap, and a medic here trying to take him out. Actually dealt a lot of damage there, but Skill Pig went down to about 30 health, so that's not going to be good for them. They are not going to be able to push.
Oh man, Skill Pig just needs to grab that health, and no, Demoman comes in and he gets a sticky on him. Too late, man. I was actually looking at him. I thought he was on the blue hand side, but no, he was on the right side. And if you have that little players, you're up against a Demoman and a medic and a scout. Just fall back to your last point. To your side, and try to do some damage, get shots off, and just fall back. You know, it's better to lose the point than to lose the medic or to lose, you know, any advantage you have. And
yeah, playing battle medic, I mean, it's got its place, but its place is very, very limited in 66. Kung Fu just trying to deal some sticky damage right now. He does manage to take out Moist as he tries to walk back through, but now big attack coming in on the medic here.
Oh, nice play by Razorfox. Yeah, definitely good play there by Warhammy and Razorfox, do some good damage, but now that he was popped,
ooh,
almost everyone died.
You see Turbs up there on the top. He went down to about 4 health there, got pressured by a soldier, but managed to get the kill. Going for the headshot on the medic, does not manage to get that one, but he actually pulled out that SMG to get the kill there. Turbs gets taken down by Deacon though. Deacon upstairs now, and I think that Vintage may be able to push in with this.
Yeah, I think Kung Fu should be able to push in very easily right there, but they are in about equal Ubers, and you know, they have to be very, very careful. They have to make sure that all of the guys are up, and they have to push in at 100%, or get some picks off.
Yeah, right now nobody. Oh no, I was going to say nobody off-classing for either team, and then Turbs decided that he still wanted to play sniper. So we do see a sniper up right now, and he's going down below. So he's actually going through the water and looking up the right-hand side. Oh, going for the medic. Does not get him though.
Very close, but not close enough, man. It's always
close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, as we say over here in the U.S.
That's a good saying, man. It's a good saying indeed. In any case, we have some scout trying to go up to that little sneaky pipe position. I love that sneaky pipe position, man. Just above water. In any case, we have a soldier going in. Fair going down. Second soldier jumping in, getting that Uber force. It's a nice little Uber force, but Vintage have to back off. They do have a large Uber advantage. Kung Fu getting sticked off, and that was not a good last push. Not a good last push at all.
No. Vintage, I mean, they pushed in with 5 on 6. Yeah, they're now X is down as well. So if anything, Masters needs to find the time where they're going to be able to push back out. They've got their heavy walking up the right-hand side right now. So yeah, Vintage is going to have to back way out of here. Oh, they're getting pressured by a soldier. Warhammy goes down to Deacon. Good defense on the medic there by Deacon. For
yeah,
Vintage.
That was a nice 1-2 combo, getting that air shot and then the meat shot. Kung Fu just going in there very, very on his own, but then suddenly a Fair and X come up, take down Goldfox, and there's actually no one on the last point. Just Soldier getting down one good shot off. The scout is roaming, but that just leaves a heavy onto the second point to cap, but no one from Vintage alive to block it.
Nope. Just now Vintage gets 2 players up here. That was a soldier and a demo man, so they got those forward spawns, which are so nice. Fair and X are going to have to make quite a bit of a trip to get to second, or to mid, I mean. Turbs right now, dealing some damage here, and he gets Ubered, so it looks like he's thinking about trying to just stand out here with his
definitely.
Oh man, Red team not going to be very happy about taking all the minigun damage here, and there goes X right away. There goes Wisp as well. Yeah, Turb's in a very good position here as a heavy on the mid fight.
Very, very good positioning there, and Vintage need to get out of there. That was just really bad positioning for that demo man and that soldier. They were just in a position where they get spammed by everything. Every little thing just damages all three of them. And they wisely moved out of there. Still have the demo man up. But look at that. Goldfox coming in from behind. Get those pipes off. Oh, Kung Fu gets those pipes off. Saves his own life, but I don't think he will be able to defend this point.
No, a soldier jumping in right now, but he's jumping into the anti-aircraft gun of the heavy, and that is a very terrible thing to do. Turbs is standing up here with the thing spun up right now, dealing so much damage to the Vintage team, and they're having to drop back.
Yeah, the key about, you know, taking down a heavy is taking on the rest of the team and making sure he can't get on such a strong position. And once he's on that top side, you can't stop him. You can't jump on him. You just shoot you down, block you off. You can't get, you know, you can't shoot at his feet. You know, you have to direct hit him, so it's hard to hit him as well. It's just very, very hard right there. But
yeah, Turbs right now has been Ubered, and the Uber stayed on him the entire time. He's still spinning that minigun up. He did get one kill on a scout, now going for a second one. But he's actually eating a lot of damage there, and there you go. X and Wisp end up taking him out. Vintage has held on to their point for the moment, but right now it's still about 16 or 15 minutes left to go in the game. Anything can happen, and Master is still in a good position to push in here. Lola goes down.
yeah, and really, Skilpic needs to get out of here. He shouldn't be pushing in, but he tries to do it anyway. Soldier and a medic gets taken out right now, and Deacon just cleaning up right there. And I really, really do think that Lola should have just backed off and stayed back on second point, built that Uber, went in for a huge Uber advantage.
Turbs is going in to try to stop this capture right now. It's a heavy against two scouts, and that's, I mean, that's scary for both sides. If the scouts, oh, there you go. Heavy does go down. Didn't manage to get any kills. Did a lot of damage, but that's going to be healed very quickly.
Yeah, he did a lot of damage, but he was too far away to actually kill them, and too far away to actually move on to the point to block it. There was no actual fear of blocking it, I do think.
I think you're absolutely right there. So the Masters right now may end up getting pushed back off their midpoint again. What I want to see from them is setting up some sticky traps where they think their enemies are going to push, and then backing very, very far away so that they can maintain any sort of Uber that they've got. It's not what they're doing right now. It's quite a different playstyle actually. They've got their demo man kind of playing the roamer and watching the garage.
Yeah, we do have about 30% Uber advantage right now for Vintage. Should be able to push on that. Come on. Nope, nope. They're just gonna wait for Master to push in and have that Uber ready as a respawn. But there is a soldier, there is a heavy, just, you know, on the flanks on the garage side. And
yeah, interesting to see the flanking heavy in kind of the roamer there. X goes down, but so does Turbs. So no heavy left for the Masters right now. But they're, you know, that replaced a scout, so actually they're going to be okay with that. It's basically trading a scout for a scout at this point. Vintage right now. Getting the Uber popped on them, but it was popped much, much earlier for Masters, so they should be able to push through this choke here if they can get in position. Goldfox goes down to Deacon, and now the Masters here are actually pushing a heavy forward of their own, just kind of as a response to I'm sorry, they've been doing that the whole time. My bad. Vintage, the other way around. But Vintage is now peeking out of the choke point here. They don't have an Uber anymore, but it looks like it doesn't matter. Heavy spun up and dealing lots of damage to their face right now. But
they should be able to take him down, and it seems like my TF2 has crashed again. Oh, what a lovely situation.
Alright, well, Vintage is currently trying to push onto the middle point here, but they're taking quite a few hits. Razor Fox, the soldier for blue, has gone down, but now Deacon, a scout for red, gone down as well. It's 3 against 4. The blue team is on the 3, but they're actually forcing Vintage back away from the middle point, so they are going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Right now, Master Warhammy just taking a couple of hits. They're walking through the choke. Goldfox, the demo man for Masters, goes down once again, but so does Kung Fu, so actually both demos are gone. Uber's popped here for both teams. Skill Pig got pressured there quite a bit. He actually popped about 12 health left, but it looks like they're going to be able to kill a soldier here with this Uber, and that means that there's only 3 left up for Vintage right now. It's still 2-1, but I think Vintage may end up losing this round here if they're not careful. Are you back in yet, comedian? Comedian.
I'm just whipping my TF2 to go fast. I'm just validating my info, and I'm back into the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, I heard that if you get the disciplinary action item, your TF2 loads faster if you whip it.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's not just movement speed, man.
It's loading speed, man. So, guys, that's what you got to do. You got to get that item. Get it from the Valve store.
So I was actually trying to wrench my PC to actually get it to be better. That actually doesn't work.
Were you shouting, gotta move that gear up at the same time? Oh, big pick there from X on Moist. So it looks like the Masters here are having to back up just a little bit, but they do still have the capability of pushing in. They've got the Uber ready right now. I don't want to see them push in just yet. They want to get that one last man, but it looks like that's what they're doing. They've Ubered the heavy in through the upper ledge there right away. Yeah,
but that heavy is such a bad situation if he's going to stay there. He's going to get forced by the enemy heavy and just spam by all sides. Skillpick does manage to get out of there, so he will have about equal Ubers, but Razor Fox actually getting some good kills on Moist coming in. Medic just sawing people around, and if Moist can get this, Lola is very, very weak. If he can get the medic down, that would be huge, but he can't. He has to back off.
Yeah. Lola there actually got a needle kill on Skillpig as well, so medic versus medic violence there. Looks like our red team has won that one for now. And how much time is left in this game? It is still 11 minutes here. I kind of expect Masters to get this capture, but we'll see. I mean, right now Vintage actually has a big Uber advantage. We'll see what they have to do with it.
Yeah, it seems like they have run going a sniper from their own. Seems like Terps is going for the sniper action. Yeah, it's good.
Cool. Alright, so there you go. Vintage has their Uber ready to go, and they are just staying back. They do not want to risk the back cap right now. The Masters, they do notice this sticky trap here, so they're just trying to deal with it up there. And now, who is this on the sniper? It is Turbs. Moist is down in the water, but he's been spotted out by a soldier. Oh, got to be really careful about this death matching here. If he can get the kill, it's going to be big. X and Fair are both down right now. Moist coming into the point, so he's going to get some capture time down and force red team to deal with this. Oh,
yeah, look at it. Look at that capture time. Now the Uber comes in for Master, doing some really, really good action right there, and they should be able to get this with very, very little problems. Everyone's on a long resupply. That is going to be 2-2, cleaning it up and getting an equal score again. 10 minutes remaining. Vintage has been really impressing them, especially if you look at the first map. Really doing some good action, but Master just showing them what the last point that they are a bit stronger.
That was definitely a strong push there by the Masters. Vintage may be crumbling just a little bit here. They did have a good defense the first time around, though. And here comes an immediate soldier aggression by Vintage. They've killed Moist right away, so that's going to be the first casualty there at the mid-fight. Losing your scout's kind of a big deal here. Razor Fox goes down as well, and oh, first kill there on Fair for Vintage. But it looks like Deacon now chasing down the demo man here. Gold Fox taking some hits. He goes down, and only one man left. No, Masters loses everybody.
Yeah, that was just it was a good action. I don't exactly agree with the team decision by Master. They were jumping in onto Kung Fu, you know, doing good damage, getting him spammed for quite a lot, and it was so close to dying, and then they just backed off and stopped firing at him. So that is a bit of a shame. It seems like there is a scout trying to contest it, but that's not the right move. That is the wrong move to do. He should have just backed off and taken it easy. But Vintage really having a strong performance right here.
Yeah, they've got Moist on the Pyro right now. That is a very common thing to do when you have a big Uber disadvantage and you're trying to defend last. Get that Pyro out there. Just try to air blast the Uber away. Uber popped right away for Vintage. They're pushing in with this immediately, and they have shown that they do a very good job here of Ubering in. I mean, when they push on these big advantages they get after the mid fights, Vintage really wins.
Yeah, and definitely they had the double scout unit soldier onto the point. It was looking at Goldflix. He was just trying to see where were all the players, and then they just started capping. It was too late to stop it. Nice move right there by Vintage. And I have to take back what I said just a round ago, man.
Yeah, like I said, Vintage looked really strong here. Every time they've won those mid-fights, they have got extremely good coordination pushing on last. And really, I don't know, I thought Masters was just looking so good there in Badlands. Maybe they're getting a little bit fatigued here or something. But, of course, they are down one of their starters as well. I believe Moist is a sub.
Yeah.
Turbs was trying to snipe there, but he is down right now. Now Moist coming in for the kill on a scout here. Oh, does manage to knock out Deacon. But it looks like Masters are losing this mid-fight once again. They could knock out Wisp, maybe. Wisp down to about 7 health. But looks like they're just back out. They've lost.
That's a back out, and the demo man is in a really bad position right there. Get some bottle slaps off onto the soldier. Not going to be enough. See if maybe Terps can do something amazing. Maybe he's running sniper.
Turbs actually on my screen running the Pyro.
Huh.
And he's got the flare gun out right now, just going to try to light some people on fire from far away. I think he managed to hit that demo there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did. Fire! So he was on fire. And actually going for the medic. Force that Uber. Nice move right there. That's going to maybe save Master right there. But they're getting down. Gold Fox doing some good damage right there.
Yeah, they've lost their demo man. That's not going to be good. And Vintage getting capture time on the point already. And now a heavy spun up on it though. And he may get taken out here. There you go. Vintage is now up 2-4.
Good stuff right there by Vintage. Really putting down some good damage. Again, getting those huge middle point wins. I really think that. Yeah, I think that if you have equal Uber advantages, Masters is a tiny bit better, but Vintage has these middles figured out, man. They know what to do.
They do for sure. They've probably practiced.
Oh, look at that, going for the medic. There, getting that skill pick right there. Huge jump right there. He's just all like, I could take him. Let's go for it. And
I can take a medic as a soldier. Yeah, that's real brave of you. Just kidding, I made medic.
definitely.
No, Vintage right now under a little bit of pressure here. Lola actually taking some damage from the scout. And
oh no, he just walked away. He was looking at it, and then the scout came in and killed the medic, and he was like, no, Kung Fu, man. Kung Fu, damn you.
He did pull out the frying pan there just to take out that scout after a little bit. Right now, it's only about 6 minutes left to go here. That is enough time for Masters to bring back their 2-point deficit. They've got a bit of an Uber advantage right now, and they're running a sniper, so we'll have to see. I mean, this could be one of the closest games ever, or Vintage could just completely turn it around and say, no, we're going to win this and take the series.
Lola, come on! What have I been saying about the crits, man? Run it! Could have had a crit Uber advantage right there. But it seems like Vintage is getting pushed on pretty hard right there.
Oh, Masters using a lot of players.
Yeah, that was not the right move to do. That was not.
Well, Turbs is watching.
Ooh, goes
for a headshot there. Doesn't quite hit it, but he is helping get these kills, and so no, he's just hanging out back here. He's at the very least helping his team defend the second point. So there's not a lot that Vintage can do to push into it right now. But the problem with having Turbs sit all the way back here is that they're just not going to be able to be aggressive, and they need aggression right now if they want to win this game.
Yeah, but Turbs was already a sniper when they were trying to pull off that attack, and that wasn't the right move either. I don't know. I think it would have been really cool if Lola would have gone for a crit right there. But attack got crushed anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Vintage now has the 100% Uber. They need to push with this, and it looks like that may be what they do.
Yeah,
Kung Fu going to get the Uber on him. There he goes, and setting up some stickies right away. That soldier actually getting away from him for now, but oh, going to get jumped on. And I was hoping Kung Fu could get a good air pipe there.
Yeah, I was like, come on, go for it. Warham actually getting some good kills right there, getting some good exchanges. But just a Moist and Skill Pig versus Lola Kung Fu.
Gold Fox gets picked off, and there goes Moist and Skill Pig. Only Razor left to defend their last point now, and if Vintage cap this, I think that is going to be the game. Only about 4 minutes left to go, and it's just not going to be possible to get those 3 points in 4 minutes.
No, it's going to be very, very hard, but even so, you know, Kung Fu.
Wow, Kung Fu with some big kills there again.
Yeah. He was being a bit too over aggressive right there, but I think they can afford it. They can definitely afford it right now. I mean, they have a huge, like, oceanic, like, North America to Europe is like small compared to this Uber advantage. So they should be able to push in with that, do some fantastic action. But look at that, just Master standing on top lobby, getting completely crushed right there, and they have an Uber. Vintage just saying, come on, just, what are you even doing? Just, come on.
Wisp going for the kills here with the shotgun on the Pyro. Probably a good decision. And, oh, there you go. Gold Fox immediately calling good game, and I think they are correct mathematically that with 3 minutes left to go, I don't think you can capture 3 points in 3 minutes.
You can. Just ask TCM Byte. You know, he has done some 45-second runs from last to last.
Okay.
So, you know, it is possible, but it's very hard. And especially with this middle rollout, it's usually 1 minute 30 is what you take for a round.
Well, let's just see what happens. Gold Fox immediately going super aggressive here on his opponents, but he gets taken out very quickly. Didn't deal a heck of a lot of damage with those stages.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing that Masters, they have managed to kill Wisp here, but they're taking a lot of hits themselves. Pyro on the midpoint. Moist ends up dying there, and there is a spy as well. Turbs going for some pigs here. This is just kind of crazy stuff now. I think the Masters may have given this up, but maybe a backstab there.
It seems like the spy has gotten a backstab. Turbs proving his word, man. But yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta ask you, comedian, before this game is over, who is your MVP for this game?
Not really sure. I mean, Kung Fu has been doing some really, really fantastic stuff. There wasn't really someone who went, oh my god, he's amazing. I think that Kung Fu had a really good support from his teammates. You know, a lot of
Ubered the spy there. I am MVP, Master Turbs, getting the Uber on him. Now he's just trying to poke this soldier in the back.
Yeah. He flew away though, pretty far. Well, yeah, I don't really know who's going to be my MVP. I think Kung Fu was doing some good stuff, but the rest of the team supported him very well, allowed him to get a lot of really good kills.
Yeah, I want to say Lola had some extremely good Uber timings there, especially when they were pushing into last. Just the whole team from Vintage was playing really well. Oh, there goes Lola to a body shot, fully charged from Moist. And Turb's trying to get in here now and just finish off this capture. So I think he'll be able to. Ooh, very close. He gets taken out.
Too close. Moist is still alive. He might run up as sniper. But yeah, you know, it's yeah. What's your MVP? So Lola, you say? Like
I want to say
you just said Lola. I'm like, hey, wait a second. Why am I such an idiot?
Lovely Lola. That's my pick here. So
yeah,
we're just kind of waiting for the game to wind down now, guys. There's only a minute left here, and going for the Moist, going for the headshot there, not managing to get it, and I think he might go for a charged body shot on his opposing sniper, but even that's not going to happen now. Vintage playing it out like bosses, making sure they do not lose this point. They want it to be 5-2 for sure, and Turbs is now pushing in as a Pyro.
Yeah. Goldfox going in there, not really focusing that anyone masters, losing a lot of players. We still have Turbs as a pirate. He might be able to do some good stuff.
Yeah, right now the Masters have lost almost all of their players, and that is going to be the game, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, this has been Salamancer and Comedian. You can check me out on XTV and on YouTube.com/FatMop. I will also be going to Twitch.tv/FatMop to give away some hats here right after this.
Definitely. So this was Vanilla TV. My name is Comedian. I've been casting together what previously mentioned Sal. We've been watching the South Africa Fortress. They have been running a one-night cup. And this was the grand finals between Master and Vintage. You know, I want to give a huge shout out to both teams and especially to Vintage for taking this victory. And I want to give extra special shout outs to a few other people. I want to Lolita for running the cup, for Wisp for actually talking to me, for arranging this stuff. That's why it's on my friend list. And to what's his name? To Razorfox for writing the article on Vanilla TF2. Check out our website, vanillatf2.org. Check out our Twitter, @vanillatf2. Not at Vanilla TV, @vanillatf2. Or check me out on Twitter, @comediantf2. I love TF2.
Yeah, and I am on Twitter as well, @saltf2, SALTF2.
Definitely. Man, we all have like TF2 after our names, man. It's awesome, actually. Yeah, check out Salamancer on Twitch TV /FatMop. I can't do spelling, man. I'm horrible at that.
FATMOP.
Definitely.
And I think that's going to be it from us, guys. I've got to get ready to cast that right away. So thank you for the invite, Comedian. I'm glad to be casting on Vanilla TV. It's always fun with you guys.
It's always a pleasure, man. And check us out and have fun and have a good evening. And go to FatMop stream, man. Go. You know you want to. And see you guys
I'll
next
probably be
time.
up in about 5 minutes on that one, guys. So be ready. Thanks again.
And good night.